Hi, my name is Kaleb Jacob. You've heard a lot about the CMP Powerline project called New England Clean Energy Connect. This is a project that will span about 53 miles. It will raise a lot of forests in the most wildest parts of Maine, which is the final frontier on the east coast for this type of forest. Right through the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, through the Moose River Valley, and over some beautiful mountains out here. I wanted to just give you a little bit of background. Years ago, when I came up my driveway, I looked behind me and I saw blinking red lights on the horizon. I wasn't really sure what they were at the time. That's how fast the windmills came out here. Right now, I can see to my north at night, all red lights. To my west at night, all red lights. And what they've done to the forest is really unconscionable. I've actually gone up to see them. I've talked to a few people, and I mean a very few. They have an argument that just a power line going over the gorge or going through the valley isn't going to be a big deal. It's not going to affect tourism because it's only one thing. But I have to tell you something. When those windmills came to this view here, and this view is not exclusive to me, it happens to be my front lawn. A lot of people own land that can see this, or other places like this. People that don't even live here can drive around and they can see this view too. So it's not mine alone. It took something away from me when I saw those windmills. It didn't make me not want to come up here anymore. And if the power line goes through here, I will still come up here and I will still think this is a beautiful place. But when the windmills happened, it took something away. It was just a little bit. It was just a little less. It was just a little less perfect. And that's my point. If the power line goes through, it's going to lose a little bit more. And if we're going to do this for a state, Massachusetts, 2 states away, which has refused to support themselves with their power needs, I think it's wrong. I think they can make decisions on their own. They can decide not to be green. They can decide to be green in their own borders. But to ravage this forest out here, to me, is unconscionable. When people come up my driveway and they walk out on my front lawn, whether they're delivering propane, whether they're friends, association picnics, because we're a landowner association out here, they stop. They walk around this corner and they are stopped in their tracks. I feel the same way after owning this place for 12 years. Every time I come up here, I pause. It makes your heart feel like an alligator. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. It's untouched for the most part. Yes, we log out here. That has to be done so we don't have forest fires. Done properly, it's not so bad. But a power line is going to bring thousands of workers out here for years. Heavy equipment, and it will change it forever. It will be a permanent scar to this region. I want you to see what this view looks like right now, and I want you to imagine what it will look like with a power line going through there, and keep in mind in the back of your head what that power line is for. It is not for Maine. Maine doesn't need the power. We make plenty right here. It's for a state that will not help itself. It's the ant and the grasshopper. The ant works hard, the grasshopper doesn't, and they thrust that upon the ant. Well, I don't think Maine should be the ant. Let me show you the view. So looking to the west, what we call the notch straight ahead, right there. That's mile 20 on the Spencer Road. It goes just past Rock Pond. Rock Pond is about mile 17 and a half or 18. The power line will go right by that, so you'll see that very clearly right there. Over here is Number 5 Mountain. This is a popular hiking place. Beautiful mountain. Has a it's about 3,300 feet high. Has a tower on the top. You can see Lake Megantic from there. You can see really all the way around. It's a beautiful mountain. Number 6 Mountain is right behind it. Love the way Maine names their mountains. And panning over here, you can see Sally Mountain, Number 5 Bog, and Addian Pond in the distance. Way over in the corner, over here, is Wood Pond where Jackman is. Cathart Mountain. Directly in front of us is Grace Pond. Just imagine what that's going to look like with a big power line around 100 feet tall, taller than any tree, going through the middle of this. And for what?